Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fit and fine and all of you are studying at your home nicely. This is Anamika Kumar, your science teacher, and welcome to your science class. Students, in science, today we will continue same chapter, chapter number 6, and in this chapter we are learning about keeping safe. This is your fourth class in this chapter. In previous 3 classes we have learned accident can be happen anytime, anywhere. Accident happens when we are in hurry or when we are careless. So, to avoid accident, we must be careful and we must follow some safety rules everywhere, all the times. If you will not follow safety rules, then you will face the accidents. Accident can harm you, hurt you, and injure you badly, and it will take lots of time to heal you. So we must be careful and we must follow safety rules. Even when you are at home, then also we must follow safety rules. And already previous classes we have learned what are the safety rules we must follow at home. And we have learned safety rules at school, on the road, and from strangers. Now today we will learn some safety rules that we follow near the pool side. So children, to avoid getting hurt when you are in a swimming pool, you should follow some safety rules. Okay, so we all like to swim, we all have fun and enjoy while swimming. And if you will be not careful, then what will happen? Your joy will turn into sadness. How? When you will face accidents. So if you will be careful, if you will follow some safety rules, then you can protect yourself from getting hurt, and then you will enjoy and you will have your swimming. So what are the safety rules we must follow? First of all, students, all of you are small kids. When you are swimming, you must have with your parents. So swim only in the presence of an adult. So if you will be in difficulties, then immediately your parents will help you and your parents will guide you also. So you should be with your parents while swimming. Always swim only in the presence of adult. Next one is children, stay away from drains in the pool. You should always stay away from the drains of the pool. Otherwise you may follow along with the drains. So please stay away from the drains, okay, and always try to swim where there is shallow water or the depth of water is low and you have something nearby you that you can hold. Next one is, use a swimming tube if you are learning to swim. If you are a learner, you don't know how to swim properly, then you must use swimming tube. It is tube which is filled with air. It is light in weight and floats on the surface of water. So if you will use swimming tube, then you will also float on the surface of water and you will not plunge in the water and you can learn easily. So this is the swimming tube which you should follow when you are a learner. Next one is, while you are swimming, you must wear hair cap and glasses. So glasses will protect your eyes and we must use hair caps also. Do you know children, in the swimming pool, okay, there is chemical with water. So that chemical is used to keep the water fresh and free from the germs, but that chemical is also not good for us, for our eyes. Our eyes are very soft and delicate. So to protect our eyes, we must wear glasses while swimming and shower cap also. Do not eat anything while swimming. If you will eat while swimming, then what will happen? You will open your mouth and we should keep our mouth closed also. So dirty water, actually water is not completely dirty but also not suitable to drink. So we should not eat while swimming. Next one is children, first aid. Now what is first aid? First means right away or immediately. Aid means help. So basically first aid means first aid is the help given to an injured person before the arrival of an adult or a doctor. So first help is a primary help, immediate help, which is given to an injured person before the arrival of doctor and adult. Children, you know, we may face accident anytime, anywhere. So accident may happen at any place and at any time, and it is not necessary that where you faced the accident, there hospitals and doctors can be nearby you. So just suppose if you have got hurt and if you have got cut and you are bleeding, so doctors or hospitals are far from you. So the time which you will take to reach the doctor or to the hospital, in that time interval, so much blood will come out, which will not good for you. So it is mandatory to stop the blood, to stop bleeding. So at that time, the immediate help which you will get is the first aid. So first aid is given to the injured person to make relieve them and to prevent them to get more injured. And everyone should know about the first aid. So children, it is mandatory, it is very important to keep a first aid box handy in case of an emergency, which means which can be portable easily. So you must have first aid box. Then if anyone will face accident nearby you, then you can help them. And you should also have the idea how you can give the first aid in different situations. That we will learn today also. I will tell you some cases and how you will give the first aid in different cases. Now children, if anyone faced accident, so first of all what you should do, if someone gets hurt, don't panic. Attend the person and then call the doctor immediately. If anyone gets hurt, then don't be panic. If you will be panic, then injured person will be also. So make them calm and then call a doctor immediately. Don't crowd around the injured person also. Otherwise, if you will crowd, then person will suffocate, will not get fresh air, which is mandatory to injured person. So don't crowd around the injured person and make them silence around them. Make it silence around them. Next one is, if the injured person is bleeding, what you have to do? So it is mandatory to stop the bleeding also. So first of all children, wash the cut or wound under running water and sweep it properly. If anyone got cut and the finger or the hand is bleeding, then what you should do, first of all wash the cut or wound under running water and sweep it properly. Swipe it properly. After that, put a few drops of an antiseptic lotion on cotton. Antiseptic lotion which will prevent from any bacteria and germs and infections. So we must use antiseptic lotion while you have cut or on a wound or on cut. After that, put the cotton over the wound. In case of minor cuts, apply band-aid. This is band-aid. So in minor cut, you can apply this band-aid. Okay, but if the wound is bigger, if there is deep cut, apply some antiseptic cream and bandage it with sterilized gauze. Sterilize means to make free from bacteria, which is free from bacteria. Gauze means transparent, any transparent linen fabric or cotton. So in deep cut, in bigger cut, what you can do in the deep cut, apply some antiseptic cream and bandage it with a sterilized, which means bacteria free, germ free, any gauze, any like this is a transparent fabric or cotton. Now in case of burns, what you will do? So first of all, wash the burnt area under running water. After that, dip the burnt area in ice cold water or apply an ice pack which will soothe your burnt area. If there are blisters, do not try to burst them. Cover them with a dry, clean handkerchief. Blister means the bubble like you can see on the screen. This is the bubble like structures. Okay. So after it happens after burning on the skin. So we should never burst it. Now gently apply an antiseptic cream and leave the wound open. We should not cover burnt wound. We should leave it open after applying antiseptic lotion or cream. Now children, I hope all of you understood about the post safety and first aid. Now some info we will see. So first one is, when someone breaks a bone, it is called a fracture. So when you face the accident, maybe your bone will break. So breaking bone is called fracture, and it is very very harmful. Fracture is very very but it is very very painful, children. And if you will have fracture in your bone, it takes lots of time to heal also. Let I show you. This is, you can see the fracture of hand of this boy, and after that what you have to do, you will have to keep your hand like this, and if you will get fracture in your leg, then you have to walk like this. So it is very harmful. Fracture is very harmful. Next one is, children, when a few blood vessels under the skin are crushed, you get bruise. So it looks like this. In the picture you can see the red discolored area on the hand. So this is the meaning of fracture and bruise. You must learn it. Okay. Now next one is, children, you should know, in the emergency, if you have to call the police and ambulance, then how you will call. So we dial 100 to call the police and 102 to call an ambulance. So you all should know these numbers. Now next one is, children, Trump region, zebra crossing. Zebra crossing is an area on a road marked with black and white lines. This is the area. Okay. You must have seen the zebra, black and white stripes. So this is the area on the road, white and black stripes, which is used to cross the road. So from where you can walk, you cannot cross the road. We should always cross the road over the zebra crossing. First of all, see left, right, and again left, and then cross the road on the zebra crossing. And when you are crossing the road, you must hold the hand of your parents or of your elders and safely cross the road. So children, I hope all of you understood about the pole safety, Tom Cheeger, these and InfoWell and the first aid. So if you have problem, just watch this video once again. So thank you everyone. Thank you for watching.